To the people of the world, we, the New York City General Assembly, occupying Wall Street and Liberty Square, urge you to assert your power. Exercise your right to peaceably assemble, occupy public space, create a process to address the problems we face, and generate solutions accessible to everyone. To all communities that take action and form groups in the spirit of direct democracy, we offer support, documentation, and all of the resources at our disposal. Join us and make your voices heard.
I knit, I crochet, I mend beloved stuffed animals, I take clothes up and in, and I let them out and down, and I garden, I can, I bake cookies, I make jam and salsa and other things. Now, guess what? Hardly any of that counts in our current measures of economic health. In fact, a lot of it would be considered negative because it effectually prevents having to buy more things. Only goods are good, according to our current economy. Goods meaning things bought and sold. So, survival, which more and more of us are being forced back on, is not a good.
And when I see people saying occupy this, or hear people shout occupy everything, I want to liberate Palestine. I want to end the occupation of Palestine. So I would like to start a working group that actually looks at a different discourse, that doesn't talk about occupation, that has a long-term strategy and talks about how can we take back our community, how can we hold forces of destruction accountable, and the place we start, in my opinion, is by not adopting the discourse of destruction and occupation. Thank you.
In looking at a working group to focus on getting healthcare more accessible to people in this area. I know myself, I've been hurt personally by the hospitals and things like that, and I owe a lot of money because I was a student and I couldn't afford healthcare.
They are integral to all of our well-being. We can choose to ignore them in the short run, which is getting shorter all the time, but at the end of the day, they will catch us up with a thud. So while we're addressing the economy, let's measure it more accurately. That's suggestion 1. 2, while we're asking for jobs, let's make sure they don't give us more jobs by splitting one full-time job with benefits into 2 or more part-time jobs.
Amen. That's what I'm
without
doing.
benefits. It's been done. Okay. Being done, yes. Okay. 3, think. Think. Think twice about everything you read and hear. Chew on it. Don't swallow anything whole.
President CSA Local 884, I'm a union thug. I propose a working group on the continuation of collective bargaining rights, the ability for people to collectively bargain, organize into unions, fight corporate greed, and do the very best we can to ensure that we, our children, and our grandchildren can make a living in this country and break the new bonds of slavery placed upon us by corporations.
I was interested in starting a Food Not Bombs. I'm just trying to find the people, and this is a great opportunity,
A group of us have been talking about distributing information to the public because, we're so misinformed and just underinformed in general, and we've been talking about doing pamphlet distribution and doing it by, this isn't set in stone or anything, but possibly by demographic to apply to the SUNY population versus the farmers versus small town business owners, and like finding out which information applies to which groups and then presenting that to them in order to get people talking and all that. And we wanted to do it very much by mail and by talking and like just creating community in that sense and raising awareness. So anyone who wants to help us make pamphlets, we're trying to do them every week.
Falsehoods told often, loudly, and confidently enough begin to sound true. And a 20th century outstanding example of that was Nazi Germany. Falsehoods told oftenly, loudly, and confidently, people began to believe. Let's not fall into that trap. Okay. Also, while we're using email and social media, let's avoid the reactive versus proactive quagmire. I've found recently it's all too easy to spend so much time responding to other people's output that we have little or no time or energy left for the careful thinking, analyzing, planning, prioritizing, and evaluating that must be done for this movement to succeed.
There is an organization that's been in existence for nearly a year now called the Progressive Coalition of Northern New York, and I'd like to invite you all to get involved with it. We have a Facebook page under Progressive Coalition of Northern New York, so you can check that out, and we really would welcome all of your participation.
We've seen a lot of news coverage about Occupy Wall Street. A lot of it has been geared towards the confusion of the message of Occupy Wall Street, and to some extent, I believe that the message has been twisted around by corporate influence, especially Fox News, CNN, and even MSNBC, which is owned by General Electric and now Comcast. So I'm thinking of making a working group for truth in journalism.
I had a surgery this year. I had a vascular stent put in. The bill was $27,000, and I paid out of my pocket with my premiums, with the copays, with the deductibles, $11,000. I'm on Social Security. This is the retirement plan for you, if you have one. Most do not. Walmart, one of the biggest retailers in the world, not just in the country, in the world, will pay their people $8, $9 an hour, part-time. And when they do, these people qualify for all the social services if they're eligible. You, the taxpayers, are paying to feed the Walmart workers because they won't pay them enough. You're paying the health care because they won't provide it. And this is every other big business that there is. Your small businesses can't compete. They will eat them up and spit them out. They don't have the lawyers and the tax accountants to be able to write down their tax deductions that the loopholes were made for the big business. This is what's going on, and it's time for America, everyone, 99% of us, to wake up and take it back.
Yeah. I'd like to close with some words of encouragement from a 19th century New England poet, and maybe some of the English majors here can remind me who that was, because I don't remember things as well anymore as I used to. She said, "We never know how high we are till we are called to rise. And then, if we are true to plan, our statures touch the skies." Woo! Yeah. Woo! So let's keep on keeping on. Let us now, all 99% of us,